Back, you're watching 101. We're speaking with one of India's leading stars, Shah Rukh Khan. Where was the turning point for you? Where was it that you felt things really changed in your life?
I did television for lark. I was doing theatre. One didn't take it so... I wanted to be a sportsman. I would have dedicated my life to be representing India in hockey. I loved hockey and I wanted to be a hockey player. But I hurt myself and parents died. Unfortunately, in India at that point of time, there was nothing like a professional sportsman. I didn't know where I was headed. I did a television series because they were paying well, 1,500 rupees per episode, which is a lot of money. And that became... I remember I was driving down in a three-wheeler after the first couple of episodes. And there were this two women driving next to me. And suddenly they looked at outside and said, Abhimanyu Rai! Abhimanyu Rai! And I was shocked. I'd never felt that there would be people who don't know me who'll just kind of smile looking at me. And that's the first time I realized, even before I gave my first autograph, I thought, wow, this is good. This is nice. People are liking me more than I think they should. And I still believe that. I still think so. I mean, that thought has never left my mind. I'm getting a little more than I deserve in terms of people loving me. And I just said, okay, maybe I'll do some more. And I wasn't so trained an actor or so good. I was just only trying. And then when I came to Mumbai, people gave me roles which were very radically different. I was a bad guy. And I found that nice. You know, I was from theatre, I used to take things seriously, and I'm like, yeah, to play a bad guy, low light, eyes like this. You know, the theatre guys are like this, morbid and black. So I'm like, yeah, that would be nice. My friends will be very proud of me. And everyone told me, what are you doing? You can't become a villain. You'll be finished. But I was here only for a year. So I said, okay, I just do it for a year. And they became huge successes. And then suddenly it started being told, oh, he's a different kind of an actor. So I just felt really, really, really accepted, loved.
Awards quite a big thing, of course, in your profession, and 1992, Dewana was your first major film award. How did things change? Were people paying attention to awards in those days and saying, okay, this is the next one?
Oh, yeah, a lot. I mean, you know, people said you paid for your awards. People said it's difficult to get an award. People said you had to be really nice to the companies who were doing these awards, media companies. And I didn't know anyone. And I do remember that I'm at fault, and I'll say it today, I haven't said it ever, that the gentleman who was heading the award, I remember I met him once and I said, you know something, you're a cheat. You only pay, and I hadn't got an award. And he had said nothing to me, poor guy, and he's a friend now. And I said, you're a cheat, and you pay, I've heard you give awards to people who pay you money, and I don't have money, okay? But I have the talent, and all nonsense I told him, I remember in Mud Island. And I felt so stupid when I got two of them in the same year. You know, I was given an award and I felt really humbled and really stupid. And till date, I haven't gone and told him this. It's the first time I'm mentioning it. That I couldn't go up to him and say, you know, I'm really sorry I said that. Because when I got the award, the next day I was told, see, he must have paid for it. So I was like, uh-oh. But it felt really nice. I mean, I remember I had this image of this film director who's made Three Idiots now, the producer, Vinod Chopra, was a close friend. When I was young and in Delhi, my mom was alive. We used to watch a lot of TV. And I saw him take his mother, old mother, onto the stage to accept his first Filmfare Award. And I do remember that I got mine first. And my only image in life was, I'd like to take my mom on stage. And I thought she'll always be young. I didn't think she'll be that old. And when I got it, she wasn't alive. So I dedicated that award to her, saying that I'm going to become such a big movie star that wherever you are in the heaven, I'll be on such big screens, and I'm very sentimental about it. Wherever you are, you'll be able to see, I can see him clearly now without glasses. He's doing well. So I dedicated that to her, and I've got like 13 of them now. And I've got lots of other awards from other companies, I think 60, 70 of them.
What's unique about you, though, is that unlike many who in the Bollywood system are part of a family or a tradition, have got this sort of... You're actually a rank outsider, really.
Well, I'm still an outsider. I'll be honest. I'm quite a misfit. When I started, like I said, because I had nothing to lose, so I did some radically strange different roles. And once I did that, I think it gained me in confidence that, okay, you know, you can be different. I would do roles with film and filmmakers who were not considered commercial. I did offbeat films, and I did films with newcomers. And suddenly I did romantic films oppositely. So somewhere down the line, I think I gained in confidence that being from outside is actually an advantage, because you have nothing to lose and nothing to prove. I think the issue would be, inshallah, that when my children want to be actors, my daughter and my son, they will be having this pressure that, their family, they have to keep up to the name. I had to keep up to nothing. I have to keep up to nothing. I can just come, nothing to lose, you know. I think the advantage of a person from outside Mumbai or outside the family business of Mumbai is that, you know, you can do anything. Nobody will know if you lost. But the pressure of being, I feel really bad for the kids, girls and boys, who are from the industry. You know, everybody's comparing. The dad was bed up. No, no, no. He's not as good. He is good, but I feel the pressure is immense and very unfair. So I think the good part was this, and because I was from outside Riz, I could play it off the cuff. I didn't know what there was to lose actually. So now I know. Now I'm scared. Now I'm quite wimpy. Now I'm worried about the career. Now I think 10 times. But that time I wasn't scared. I wish I could be like that even now.
How do you cope with the scandals, or I say scandals, but the gossip and the stuff that the press is really always keen to try and dig out stuff and pitch you against so-and-so, or say your life is like this or you do this? How do you cope with all that?
Earlier when I was young and when they took out gossip about me, then I would fight with them physically. You know, I was like a gunda from Delhi, so I'd go and bash them up and get caught. I've been jailed also once for misbehaving with one magazine, and a couple of times I've been, treated quite badly, and rightly so. That was younger and stupider. Now I'm older and less stupid. Now I've gotten over it. Also, I've not done very many scandalous things. So it irks you. And then, with contemporary actors, it's been going on for 20 years. Every year, I'm told that a young newcomer's coming and removing me. Every year I'm told I'm too old, so I'm getting removed. And every year, I like it what Govinda, the actor, once said. He said, "Dunya kuch bhi keh de. Tu aake chakka hi marta hai." So, whatever the world may say, you come and finish it off with a sixer. So I like to believe that, I can rest all controversies with my work, and that's how I see it.
You also have had incredible success overseas. Does it surprise you sometimes you get a medal from France or the top honor in Malaysia?
Yeah, it is really shocking because, some of the countries that I've got medals from, they don't even understand the language. Yeah, and so it's really strange, and I can feel the love, like in Malaysia, Indonesia, France, Germany.
You always were passionate about sports, as you mentioned, but the injuries stop you really taking it up. Because you were a good cricketer at one time.
I was a very good wicketkeeper, bad batsman, but I kept wickets very well.
And now you're now owner of cricket team.
Yes, now I have a team. This is what I said to you. If you know, when a lot of people ask me, you're such a big star now, don't you feel that your privacy, you don't want to just walk on the beach and just enjoy the sunset? So I told them, I said jokingly, please, people think I'm being pompous. I said, see, now I'm such a big star. If I want a beach, I buy it. So it was like this. So I want to play cricket. I said, okay, that's what I said. I said, I couldn't play cricket. I've hurt myself. And now I'm such a big star. If I want to play cricket, I buy a team. But all things aside, I really want, in my own small way, to create a professional platform for sports in the country. Cricket, soccer, hockey. Because when I wanted to be a hockey player, I could not be. So I'm hoping that if I bring in a bit of glamour, cricket is something which is like a religion in this country. So people love it. I'll take this platform and I would like my son to say at the age of 16, Dad, I don't want to study, I want to be a soccer player. And I'd say, okay, go for it, earn your money, have a great life, and study a bit so that you can read every page of the newspaper.
Now, just an aside, I know you and I have talked about this off camera before, but the sort of delight of arriving at airports in America and finding that suddenly you actually were the center of a diplomatic incident in 2008. Just how did that leave you feeling about the way, when traveling as a person like you do, what's in store for you?
The only problem I have is, see, I wake up late and I'm always nearly missing flights. When I'm in America, especially the domestic flights, and it's very ironic that, for the international flights it's still okay, but domestic flights I have to go 2.5 hours earlier because my name will be picked up, I'm going to be searched, and it's a little embarrassing that, earlier on I wasn't used to it, but now I'm very well prepared. Sometimes you had strange things in your handbags, and then they open it and they're like, what is this? And you're like, oh, I don't want you to see this. It's odd. So now I have to pack my handbag. I have to pack my handbag with a lot more care because I know it's going to be open. I need to go to the airports earlier. But having said that, I think I philosophize it now a little. I'm like, okay, this is the world we've created. And a part of the world is going to be angered, paranoid, and disturbed because of the other part of the world. We can't change it. These are the rules we are making, so I have to subject myself to it. Having said that, whenever I have to travel to America, I'd rather do 7-8 jobs. I line them up. And I say, okay, let me go now, get frisked, do whatever I have to do in security, finish off all the jobs and come back so that I don't keep going back in America. But other places also, I think the name does crop up. In France, it does. I've been honored there, but it does. In England, it does sometimes. A lot of Asians who love me. But I have to follow the process, and you say, okay, the kids enjoy it. They're taken to the side, they feel special.
Couldn't have been more ironic, though, that to get stopped promoting a film about profiling. My name is Khan, and of course the whole twist in the
Yeah, I
whole.
was finding it very embarrassing, and I didn't want to say it. There was this conspiracy theory. It could be because of the film. I'm like, no. See, I was just mentioning to them, and I didn't say it that the film is about this. I said I just made a film here. Of course, the gentleman that time asked, "Oh, you can make films in America?" So I said, "Yeah." Then I got scared that maybe we've launched this company here and it's illegal. So I said, "Yeah, maybe, whatever." But yeah, it's quite ironic and it's strange. In Hindi, they say, "Jaisa desh, waisa bhes." In Rome, do as the Romans do. So yeah, okay. You go to Rome, you have to do as the Romans do. It's okay.
I always feel stupid asking this question, which I always end the show with when I'm sitting in front of someone like you. But if you were to be remembered a certain way, if you were to leave a legacy, what would it be? What would you like it to be?
I'd like to be remembered as someone who tried and tried very hard. I'm always trying. I always say, tell my wife also, even there's a little book I'm writing, and I've written it, that please remember me as someone who tried and tried very hard. Whether I succeeded, I don't want to be remembered as. Did I fail? I hope to God I'm not remembered as that. Did I do well or not is not important. If people can remember me as, he was a trier. He tried very hard. I don't mind some people turning around blaming me. I think he tried too hard. Or he tries too hard. A lot of people say that. He tries too hard. That's okay, but at least I tried. I'd like to be remembered. My legacy should be to my kids, especially. To be really honest, if people don't remember me otherwise, it's okay. I think they've given me enough. But I really would like my kids to remember me as, my dad, he tried. He tried very hard, yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan, I wish you a long and very successful life. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Really a pleasure.
Thank you.